I'd rather give than receive. Welcome to day 18 in our 30-day Unlock Money Magic adventure specifically made for women. You know that feeling? Somebody's giving you a compliment and you deflect. Say, it's not a big deal. No problem. Or somebody wants to pay for your lunch and you decline. We're so used to giving and we're so not used to receiving. It's part of the culture, being a woman. We are raised being the ones giving to everybody else. We're used to making sure everybody else is okay first before we think about ourselves. Like, when is the last time there was one piece of something left on the plate, like a piece of cake or the last piece of pizza, and you were the one in the group saying, oh, I'm going to eat that? We just don't do that. We make sure everybody else is taken care of first. This is part of the I'm not enough pattern that Dr. Claire Zammit identified as one of the top 3 invisible barriers that keep women from being successful and really living their vision. Now, we can't get through the entire process of releasing the I'm not enough pattern in a short video like this, but we really can open up the awareness and starting to look at a different way of, like, a more empowered story. So before we start feeling into this, I would rather give than receive, and what that feels like in our body, I want to just speak real quick again and remind you that we have 2 parts to our tapping. The first part is always the negative. The negative is a really, really important part because it's about how we feel inside. Often we don't even acknowledge that we feel that way. So speaking out loud while we tap actually releases these limiting patterns out of our nervous system. Now, as always, not all words are going to fit for you, and that's okay. You can replace them with your own words, or you can just say them and don't worry about it. Just the tapping itself will calm down your nervous system. But it's really, really important to also address the negative versus going straight into the positive, because you're missing half of the equation. Louise Hay said it really well. She said you have to clean out the closet first before you can put something new in it. So that's what we do. We clean out the closet. We're getting rid of those old beliefs that no longer serve us. And then we can install new empowering beliefs. So with that, let's start with feeling into our bodies what that feels like. So I invite you to close your eyes if you're comfortable to do so. Take a deep breath in and out. And feel into your body. Where do you feel I'd rather give than receive? Or your words may be like you're uncomfortable receiving. Just imagine somebody wanting to give you a really big gift and you haven't done anything to quote unquote deserve it. What does that feel like? Just feel into your body. Where do you feel that discomfort of receiving? And on a scale from 0 to 10, how uncomfortable is it to receive something without first giving? Okay, when you're ready, just keep tuned into that feeling and start tapping on the side of the hand, karate chop. Even though I would much rather give than receive, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I am so used to giving and I'm not used to receiving, I choose to accept all of me. Even though it feels weird to receive, when I haven't done something. In fact, I feel like I need to earn receiving. I choose to look at this a little closer and maybe change my mind. Okay, stop tapping on the karate chop. Take a deep breath in and out. And tune back into this discomfort of receiving, especially when you don't feel like you've earned it. Now start tapping on the top of the head. I would much rather give than receive. Eyebrow. Receiving feels uncomfortable. Side of the eye. I don't want to owe anybody anything. Under your eye. I have to do something first before I deserve to receive. Under your nose. My worth is tied to doing something for somebody. Chin crease. I don't feel that I can receive unless I deserve it. Collarbone. And most of the time, I don't actually feel that I deserve it. Under your arm. I feel uncomfortable receiving. Top of the head and then tap through the points at your own pace. This discomfort receiving. It's like tit for tat. I have to earn it first. I feel like I'm owing somebody something. I don't like receiving. In fact, my nervous system isn't used to it. My nervous system is a champion at giving. I can do that all day long. In fact, I have been doing this forever. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with giving. But it's also important to notice if the receiving is not in balance. I can feel this discomfort in my body. This discomfort to receive. Receive thanks, receive help, receive acknowledgement, receive love, receive praise. I can feel in my body how uncomfortable that is. It's actually my nervous system. It's not used to receiving. And it's not a surprise because of how I have been raised. In fact, it's how women have been raised. But I'm willing to look at it a little differently now. And I don't ever have to give up giving. But I'm also willing to consider that I can be part of the equation to receive. I can include myself in the circle. Even though it might feel a little uncomfortable, it's really just unfamiliar. What if I don't have to do anything to be worthy of receiving? That is actually true. I was worthy the moment I was born. My very existence is precious and valuable. My very existence is enough to be deserving of receiving. I get to receive, just like everybody else, without having to work for it, without having to prove anything. I'm worthy and deserving just because I exist. My very existence is precious and valuable. And I am enough. I can feel how I can already relax a little. I can relax into the possibility of being deserving just because of who I am. Just because I am alive. And it feels unfamiliar, but not bad. What if I could include myself in the circle of care? I actually really like to give. And it feels so good when the other person receives. So naturally, if they want to give to me, they will feel good when I'm open to receive. That's actually a gift I can give them. Receiving their gift. Receiving their gratitude. Receiving their appreciation. Receiving is actually just part of being in relationship. It's a natural part of being in relationship. And I'm willing to get more and more familiar with the feeling of also deserving to receive. I don't have to lift another finger or ever do anything else again to be worthy to receive. Because I am already, right now, deserving. And as I'm getting used to this idea, my nervous system is calming down more and more. I can feel my light and energy expanding. And I'm open and ready to just experiment with it. Okay, stop tapping. Take a deep breath in and out. Tune back into your body. And reassess. How are you feeling now? On a scale from 0 to 10, how intense is that discomfort of receiving? When you're ready, you can open your eyes. And I want to leave you with this one thought. We talked about the identity of a gardener in the very beginning, and how a gardener loves to water her plants just because she's the gardener and she loves her plants. So now imagine this. She's giving, right? She's giving that water to the plants. But when it rains, she doesn't get out an umbrella and shields her plants from the rain. She allows the rain to water her plants too. So she's receiving that support from the rain. So just imagine that. It's part of receiving is part of it. And as much as that can become more and more of your identity to receive, you're going to expand your ability to receive not just money, but love and nurturing and appreciation and adoration and all that good stuff. So play with it this week and see where it goes. All right, with that, I invite you to update your tracker. You can get the download link in the description below. Make sure you put all your unexpected income in there, your magic, your miracles, write down that you tapped today and all that good stuff. Invite a friend, make sure you're subscribed, make sure your notifications are turned on. Thank you for tapping with me today, and I'll see you in the next video.